G'day guys, it's good to see you again. This is I Read Reddit, and today I'm going to be reading some entitled parent stories. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. I upload here daily, and if you've got the fear of missing out, then you better smash that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. Now pull up a chair and get comfy, you're going to love this one. Buckle up everyone, for this bumpy ride. Okay, so I was chilling in my living room at around 3 AM playing some video games. My parents are out of town visiting some friends, and I decided to stay home, house to myself and all. So here I am, in nothing but bra and panties, when there's a knock on the door. What the hell, I think to myself. So I scramble to get my clothes on, and I answer the door. It was a family acquaintance with her already whiny little brat. She's also visibly pregnant, and we'll get to why that part is important later on. Hey, what's going on? My car broke down and the tow company can't get my car until tomorrow. Think me and Brat's name can crash here tonight? Sure, you guys can sleep in the living room. So, I let them in. Want anything to drink or eat? Coffee if it's not any trouble. Sure, no problem. So I go to make some coffee when I see a little crap picking up my controller. Hey, little guy, please put that down. Oh, he can't play the game, can he? No, I'm in the middle of something. Plus, he wouldn't know how to play this type of game. But he really wants to, don't you, little crap? I wanna play! No, you can't play. I wanna play! I want to play! Ah! He throws the frickin' controller at the TV, shattering the screen. What the fudge? I rush over to the TV. Hey, don't you swear at my child. You just bloody let him destroy my TV like this. You're the one who didn't let him play the video game. I said no, and you had to teach your brat that he isn't owed jack crap. So just how dare you? Just wait until I tell your mother about how you treated him. You'll make a terrible mum yourself. I'm not having kids, but if I did, I wouldn't let them be spoiled little craps like this little brat. You are being a brat right now. Just get a new TV and quit whining. Yeah, I'll get a new TV with the money you pay me for the broken TV. What? But you are the one who instigated the little crap. You know what? Just get the fudge out of my house. You and your brat are no longer welcome in my house. What the fudge is wrong with you? I'm pregnant and have a toddler and have nowhere to go. You can't just kick out a stranded pregnant mother and her toddler at 3 AM in the cold. Oh yes I can, you insufferable beep 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 beep. Get the fudge out of my house before I call the cops. She then picks up her brat and heads towards the door and says to me, just wait until I tell your mother about this. Yeah, I'll gladly tell her about what little crap did to the TV and that you refused to pay for it. You'll regret this. And then she leaves. The next morning I called my parents and explained what happened. They were very understanding because I was never raised to be a spoiled little brat, and Mum B, expletive, got an earful from my mum that if she didn't pay back, we would take her to the small claims court. She tried to play the, oh, woe is me, single pregnant mother, blah, blah, blah crap, but it didn't work and she forked over $500 for the new TV, and we cut contact with her. Just in case anyone else is wondering, the reason the breeder and her crap stain were out at 3 AM was because little crap demanded McDonald's and refused to go to bed unless he got it. First of all, I'm not a native English speaker. Sorry for all my grammar mistakes. This happened a few weeks ago on a train. The cast are the entitled parent and the entitled child. I sat there, listened to music, and just looked outside the window when a woman and her child entered the train. The parent told the kid to sit down next to me, and I didn't pay much attention to that until the child started to tap my arm. I pulled out my earphones and the child asked if he could listen to my music. I usually listen to hard metal, and I don't think that music is appropriate for a child, so I said no. I put my earphones in again and forgot about the child, until someone tapped my arm again, but this time it was the parent. Why won't you let my child listen to your music? I don't think he'll like the music, I'm sorry. Mum, I want to listen to her music. Don't be such a jerk. My child just got out of the dentist and he did a great job. He deserves it. Sorry, I had a rough day too, and I don't have any music on my phone that would be appropriate for your child. I'm sorry. Fudge off! Sorry? Then I put my headphones back in. The entitled parent grabbed my earphones out of my ear and gave it to her child. Excuse me? The child starts crying and the parent takes the earphones out to find out what I was listening to. Oh, that is disgusting! How dared you poison my child with your music? I'm a bit furious at this point and I said, it's not my fault that you took my earphones from me. Oh, I hope you'll regret that. You're such a jerk. Random guy says to her, lady, what's the problem? She let my son listen to her devil's music. You just took my earphones. The guy says to her, could you just please leave her alone? The next stop was mine, and I thanked that guy and left. I don't know what happened to the parent and her child, but I actually don't care. That story may sound weird, but I guess that's mostly because of my bad English. I hope you all have a nice day. So, let me start off by saying that the outcome of this probably won't be super exciting and doesn't involve much except for basic drama, but I thought it was so absurdly ridiculous that it was worth posting. Apologies for any formatting problems, I'm on a cell phone. Now, anyone that knows me or has met me before winter made me park it, road salt sucks, knows that I have a nearly fully restored 1981 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 in bright yellow. I bought it off some dude going through a divorce as a half-finished project. It wasn't in bad shape, but the interior was bombed out and had some sloppy work that needed correcting. No big deal for me since I'm a mechanic by trade. It's my first real project and the first car I owned that wasn't a hand-me-down from my grandparents, and I am proud of it. Last November, I was stopped at a gas station on my way home from work for some gas. That 350 is a thirsty jerk, lol. And an after-work snack when I see dude and his mid-40s to early 50s walk over to eye up my ride. This is nothing new to me. These late second-gen Camaros are rare to see in my region, and it is painted in an eye-catching color. I paid for my chips and soda, walk on over, and strike up a conversation. Turns out his first car was a 79 Berlinetta, and we talked shop for a while. That is until as this prissy-looking teenage girl walks up beside him. He then looks at me, looks back at my car, then back to me and asks, "It's definitely beautiful. How much you want for it?" What? How much do you want for your car? I can give you cash or check if you prefer. Proceeds to whip out his checkbook and a stuffed money clip full of Benjamins. Sorry dude, it's not for sale. He puts on his best buddy smile. Come on, everything has a price. I can do $6,000 right here. I'm holding back my laughter, since the engine alone costs $6,000. Yeah, sure. I'll sell you a car with over $14,000 of work and valued at $23,000 for $6,000. While you're at it, I have a bridge to sell you too. At this point, the entitled brat chimes in here, tugging on Daddy's sleeve. He goes, "Daddy, you said you'd buy me a nice car. I want a cool car." The dad strokes his daughter's hair and quietly says something to the effect of, "Don't worry, sweetie, we'll get you this one." The dad turns to me and said, "Can't you cut us a little slack?" For the lovely lady. No, still not for sale. The dad, now a bit visibly irritated, says to me, "You're going to refuse to sell me a car for my daughter? Really? You should just get rid of it. Look at how dirty you are. That car is too nice for someone like you. I bet you don't even know how to take care of it." "Yeah, that car is too cool for you." Now, I am getting angry. Like I mentioned before, I'm a mechanic. I'm coming home from work, still in my work clothes, with an ASE patch on my shoulder, with a bit of grime on my arms and face from a long day of fixing other people's crap boxes. There should be no mistaking that I know how to take care of my ride. Or so I thought. I compose myself quickly and I say to them, "Sir, I've done all the work to this car. I put the engine and transmission in it. I rebuilt the suspension. I detailed the paint and I restored the interior, all on my own. I think I'd know how to take care of the vehicle I basically rebuilt from the ground up." "No, you don't. That looks too good for you to have done it." Yeah, I did. Whatever. Just sell it. You can find another project." Let me think. No. Now, take your daughter and get lost. I'm not budging." At this point, the entitled brat is whining to Daddy that he said he would sell it, and I thought I maybe saw a tear in her eye. And then the entitled dad turned red in the face and started tearing into me about how I was selfish, about how his little girl deserved the car more than I ever did, and then jabs that I probably made this whole thing up about it being a project that I probably stole it anyway. I'm glaring at him. I said, "Now, I will definitely not sell it to you. After all, your brat will probably wreck it in a couple of weeks anyway. Now, I'm tired, I'm gonna go home." At this point, I'm opening up the door and getting in while they are both screaming every insult in the book at me while I just ignore it. I wasn't lying when I said I was getting tired. Now, I just wanted to go home and have a beer. Now, I forgot to mention that at this gas station that happens to be situated at a country border, next to an exit ramp for a very busy interstate. It's a local hangout for the state police and sheriff's deputies from both countries. Or counties, sorry. And guess who's just rolled in? A sheriff's deputy from the county I work in. The same deputy who entrusts me with their patrol car's maintenance, who I have become quick friends with and is friends with everyone at work, and got glimpses into the progress of my Camaro. We'll call him Sheriff Friend, or SF. He notices the two screaming at me and walks over to ask what the problem is. The entitled dad looks at me and gets a little smirk on his face. "Officer, I'd like to report that this kid's car is stolen. I'd like to press charges for calling my daughter a brat." The sheriff looks at me, looked at the car, and then bursts out laughing. "Ha ha! Sir, this car definitely belongs to him. I've seen him working on it before at the shop that he works at." Turns to me and he says, "Wrench it. Are these folks giving you a hard time?" "Yeah. They're flipping out because I wouldn't sell it to them." "Huh, really?" "Yup." I proceeded to fill him in on everything that had happened. He turns back to the red-faced ED and says, "Sir, you gave an offer that he refused. You then proceeded to verbally abuse him worse than the jab he made at your daughter. I believe you should just leave." The entitled dad looks shocked and his mouth imitates a goldfish for a few seconds, before he hangs his head and mutters an "okay," and walks off with the entitled brat in tow, now wailing that she didn't get my car. I thanked him and we said our goodbyes, and just as a final jab I cue up "You Can't Always Get What You Want" by the Rolling Stones as I start to pull out. ED immediately recognized the song I was playing and flipped me off. Yeah, nobody got arrested or got the pee beaten out of them, but it's easily one of the most surreal moments I've had in my life. Oh, and I had a nice, relaxing drive home after that, and a quiet evening watching TV. Hey guys, I read Reddit here. For more juicy content just like that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!